Hello everyone, welcome to, I'll call this Clumsy Cooking. We're going to be doing a casserole today. It's basically my own design. I looked at some recipes to kind of get a feel for what to do, but I'm putting a lot into it that wasn't originally in it, so we'll see what happens. I did take some feedback from people who I talked to about this. Including we're going to add some breadcrumbs on the top for some dryness and blanch the vegetables to make sure the texture stays more where it should be. And with that, let's get started. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is just measure out what I'm actually going to use. This is what the casserole is going in, so I'm going to kind of start with I think about a half a cup of everything. We'll just work from there. Also, this is going to include some chicken and some noodles as well, so I want to make sure that I save some room for that as well. Although I don't need to save too much, I don't think. So we got corn, some gourmet mushrooms from Smith's. That's what the closest place. So this is like shiitake. I think they said oyster and something else. Let's see here. Crimini. So that's your gourmet blend, I guess. And then we have some peas and carrots here. Some broccoli. And I'm going to want to cut these up smaller. So yeah, you've got room for more. Definitely got room for more. Let's do more mushrooms because I love those. Green beans, which is kind of a staple. And some more broccoli. I think that's probably good. We'll see what happens. And we can always take some out if we need. So now we're gonna go ahead and boil it. Okay, now that we have a pot of boiling water, we're just gonna pour our veggies into here for about a minute and a half. Minute to a minute and a half is what I've been told. So let's hope that works. I don't know if we need to cover it or not. I'm gonna just stir it occasionally. Hope these all get mixed up. There we go. That's what we want to see. And I'm gonna give it just a little longer than the timer, just so that since some of these vegetables came from frozen, so. Ooh. Let's turn this down now. Okay, and now that that's rolling pretty well, we can set up our ice bath. Beautiful, huh? Okay, so we're just gonna end up taking this over here. Okay, so first things first, dump all of this into there. Beautiful. And then just dump it into an ice bath. Just put that right there. Awesome. Next step is to do the chicken and noodles. And I don't want to cook them 100% because it's going to cook in the oven as well, but I do want to get it somewhat done. By the way, this is fake chicken, faux chicken, corn, so it is not real. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I thought I would. And then for the, let's turn that on right now. And then for the noodles, you know, we're running out of space between all this stuff, and the noodles are just meant to be kind of a nice additional texture, so I'm not going to do too much, especially since it's going to grow in the water. So I'll do just like about a cup or so. Nothing too crazy. So the noodles are supposed to cook about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm probably going to do about 6 minutes. And then the chicken is supposed to be about 10 minutes as well. I'm going to get it cooking right now, and then that'll give it a few extra minutes on top of the 6 minutes when that it will have to cook. So, and then while we're waiting for those to heat up and go, let's also start working on the cheese, as we'll be using a lot of cheese in this. I'll even just use this again. So we've got some Havarti, some mild cheddar, some Beecher's flagship cheddar, which is a sharper cheddar from what I understand, and some Munster, how do you want to pronounce that? Okay, this is actually the first time I've used this tool. I'm glad to see it is working. Probably going to be plenty of cheddar, or plenty of cheese for the entire thing that we're going to need, but okay. Let's take this off. So we'll get these moved and set aside as well, and come back with, I guess, what, phase 3. Okay, you can see that everything's starting to come together. We got most of our main ingredients done and ready to go. The next step is to work with the soup. So I have here some cream of mushroom condensed soup, and this is what we're going to use. And then into this, we are going to add some of the cheese. And I don't know if we'll end up using, I honestly bought more soup because I was like, I don't know how much this is going to fill, but I think 2 is perfect. I think that'll be just fine for what we need to do. Because we're pretty much just going to, well actually we're pretty much just going to pour everything in here, I think, mix it all together, pour it in here, put some stuff on top, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, if I'm any good at this, this should be evenly mixed in now. So everything, you got a little bit of everything everywhere. Even mixture. So now turn this off. And then we just add this to this. Oh yeah, it's a perfect size. I was afraid it was going to be too much, but I think that'll actually be out perfect. Okay, so now, last step really, you want your oven preheated to 350 degrees. At least that's what the recipe I'm kind of basing this off of says. We'll see how it works. Things should be mostly cooked now. So it's mostly just making the cheese melt on top, and the crumbs and crackers all kind of come together in one final thing. So I'm using both crispy onions, crispy red peppers, and crispy jalapenos, just because I wanted a little extra variety and spice. And then we even have some breadcrumbs here, which was also suggested. So that's it. Now we just throw it in the oven here. For 15-ish minutes. Okay, so this is the moment of truth, I suppose. Let's just take a little bite out of here, and then bring this to it. There we go. So as you can see, it's nice and steaming hot. Got a lot of veggies, mushrooms, and some nice crispiness on top. It tastes a bit like a pot pie, a chicken pot pie. I approve. So I think it turned out very well. The textures all seem good. Nothing seems terribly soggy. So I consider this a win. Thanks to those who helped me out with the ideas, and I hope if you make this, you enjoy it yourself. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, Indigenous Peoples Day, I've heard as well. Whatever you choose to call this, I hope you have a good day.